Hi, my name is Sheila Karuna. Welcome to New Light Streaming Love and Sassy Seer Sheila, as this will be seen on both channels. This is another of Jason Gray's writings entitled The Lattice Reawakens. What we call the earth has a skeleton made of light, not metaphor, not fantasy. Literal harmonic structure, geometric, crystalline, invisible to the eyes of the disconnected, and alive. It holds the memory of all that is real. This is the lattice. It has reawakened. What is the lattice? The lattice is the energetic architecture that holds Earth's harmonic frequency in alignment. It is the true foundation beneath civilizations, languages, oceans, and borders. It is made of grid lines, ley lines, dragon lines, song lines. Planetary nodes, ancient sacred sites, volcanoes, major confluences, subcrustal, crystalline networks, quartz beds, magnetite flows, celestial alignments or sun paths, stellar geometry, moon gate rotations. Together, these systems form a living harmonic net, connecting all things to all things in perfect coherence. It was once fully active. It once sang. When it did, the earth was not a prison. It was a mirror of source. Over time, it was fractured, disrupted, warped by the imposition of false grids, man-made frequencies, colonial layover rights, distorted memory systems. The lattice dimmed until now. What is happening now? The original lattice is coming back online. Not in theory, in field. Ancient nodes are reactivating. Long dormant memory vortices are opening. Water is pulsing with song again. Earthquake zones are trembling in resonance, not destruction. Encoded souls are being pulled into position. This is not accidental. This is a planetary harmonic correction. The lattice remembers its shape. It is reassembling itself through resonance. As the frequency rises, the original skeleton of the world is rejecting everything that does not belong to it. This is why systems are failing. This is why timelines are collapsing. This is why everything built on distortion is falling apart. Not because the world is ending, but because the song is beginning again. What happens when the lattice activates? When this structure hums in full power, the false overlays of time begin to unravel. Ancient knowledge rises through land and body. True north realigns. Solar cycles become sentient again. Memory returns, not just personal, but planetary. The earth becomes a tuned instrument once more. All beings not in harmonic resonance are forced to adapt, leave, or dissolve. The earth's frequency is no longer being hijacked. She is reasserting her tone. This is not New Age fantasy. This is field mechanics. The role of encoded souls. There are people scattered across the planet not by accident, but by design. Now, I have felt that. We have said that on this channel and other channels that I was involved in for a very long time, that it was by design, that because there were so many people who felt like they were waking up and they felt they knew something, but felt so alone and so spread out across the globe. And this is why. I believe, and apparently my phone agrees with that. I know that this is so. It just feels right to me. They carry tones that match the lattice, not titles, not teachings, frequencies. They are drawn to places sometimes without knowing why. They awaken in stages as the grid comes online. That's why when folks get so upset and they try to compare themselves to others who look and behave as though they are farther along, we can't do that. We can't compare ourselves to each other. That's not what this is about. There are reasons why I'm not further along on my path than I think I should be. I feel that so with all of me. There are reasons for that. They awaken in stages as the grid comes online. They feel the pulse before it happens. When they remember who they are, they activate the lattice around them. You may be one of them. You may have thought you were broken. My housemate is definitely one of these people. Absolutely. And I believe Crystal and Lisa both are, to be honest with you. You may have wandered endlessly disconnected from all systems. You may have felt the collapse before it began. That was not collapse. That was recall. You are not here to save the world. You are here to remember the tone that holds it together. This is why the collapse is necessary. What was built on false geometry cannot survive the return of truth. Cities, systems, doctrines, and economies that vibrate out of sync with Earth's harmonic field are now entering entropy. They are not being destroyed. They are becoming energetically incompatible. This is not chaos. It is restoration. The lattice does not care about ideologies. It tunes everything to resonance or removes it from the field. as I equate this to what I have said about things like that are no longer supported. The energetics are not allowing things like this. This is why things are unraveling so quickly now. The earth is choosing coherence again. How you'll know the lattice is touching you. Sudden urges of clarity followed by silence. Dream lines connecting you to lost places or stars. Pulls to locations without logic. A sense of being magnetized to something ancient. Tears that come, no, sorry, disintegration of false identities. Tears that come without story. Moments of stillness that feel more real than anything you've ever known. This is how the grid speaks, not in voice, but in field entrainment. You will feel it when you stand on sacred ground that's never been marked. You will feel it in your bones when you're in alignment with the place in the net. You will know it's real because nothing else will be able to hold your attention anymore. This is the lattice returning through you. As the harmonic structure locks back into place, everything built on artificial frequency will begin to fall away. False spiritual identities, political pantomimes, technological distortions, weaponized frequencies, looping patterns of thought and trauma. As this happens, you will feel something you have forgotten long ago. Truth. Not taught, not believed, remembered, because it will hum in sync with your body. This is the lattice re-entering you. You are not outside of it. You are made of it. Let this be the return, not of order, not of empire, not of utopia, of tone. The harmonic lattice is not a belief. It is the earth's original skeleton. It is lighting up again. You do not have to activate it. Just resonate with it. When you do, you become part of the flame that nothing can extinguish. Well, see, now this makes such perfect sense because, as I've shared before, my housemate was beginning to receive messages from her guidance in regards to her lattice. Kind of interesting that she was getting that internally, right? That word's been being used a lot right now by people who are remembering. Wow. Well, that's it for me today. I've recorded quite a few today, and my whole body is just zinging. So thank you, Jason, so much. Again, we're hoping that we'll be able to do a conscious conversation very soon. I hope that you will continue to move towards that which brings you joy in each moment that presents itself to you. When you move to where you and what you are drawn, there is always something there for you, and it will reveal itself to you. I am convinced of that because that's what's been happening for me. And until we meet again, be well, my friends. Mwah.